sharing how I get these curls using only socks. Yes, socks. We have traveled back in time. It's now the evening. I just showered. Hair is all wet, so I'm gonna dry my hair. So I've been doing the Heatless curls since December, so 2 months now, and I know it's not possible to notice a difference after just 2 months, but I swear my hair looks and feels so much healthier to me from doing the Heatless curls. And over the past 2 months, I've been trying different Heatless curls methods. So this method is great if you sleep on your back. I'm actually a side sleeper, and I find this one to be pretty comfortable. I'll show you what I do so that for whatever reason, when I have my hair and the sock against my ear, that kind of like bothers me. It doesn't hurt or anything. It's just like, I just know it's there. So I'll show you what I do so that it's more comfortable as a side sleeper. And I do have other Heatless curl methods for different type of curls and also for side sleepers, back sleepers. So do let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more tutorials. And I should probably mention my hair is naturally wavy. And when I blow dry it, I don't purposely straighten it, but I'll point the nozzle of the blow dryer down so it just like naturally kind of straightens, but I don't get it so that it's perfectly straight or anything. If it's wavy, it's not a big deal. And I use this kind of brush I got on Amazon to detangle it, and my hair gets really tangled no matter how much conditioner I use or detangler. It gets really tangly after I wash it. And I find this kind of brush where the bristles sorry if you can see all this hair where the bristles are straight really helps, and my hair doesn't get caught in the bristles, because sometimes some brushes, they have like almost like a ball at the end of the bristle, and I find that when I brush my hair when it's wet and tingly, it kind of gets caught in the brush. So I like this one for wet hair. Two important things I've learned when it comes to the Heatless curls. One, if you like a more defined curl the next day and to have your curls last throughout the day, recommend using some type of mousse. I've been using this one. It's Living Proof Full Texturizing Foam, and I just do about a half pump, just like a very, very little, and I pretty much just concentrate it on the ends, like from the middle down, and also my bangs. And this will help maintain the curl the next day. And so crazy to me to think about how I used to do my hair before. Like, I always blow dry my hair, but I used to use so much heat. I usually do my hair wavy, and like I mentioned, my hair is naturally wavy, so sometimes in the morning it'll have some wave to it. So I used to use a straightening iron to get it perfectly straight, and then I would go in with a curling iron to curl. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so much heat on my hair, and I usually wash my hair every day. So between the blow dryer, the straightening iron, which is totally unnecessary, and the curling iron, I'm like, that's a lot of heat on my poor hair. My poor hair is already a little sad from all the bleach that I put on it, and I do it myself. So obviously I'm not a hairdresser, and I love doing it myself, but because of that, I make a lot of mistakes with my hair. It's a little damaged. So we are on our hair health journey this year. Okay, hair is all dry now, and I like to use knee-high socks just because they're a lot longer than just a regular sock. Part your hair where you normally would part it. So I part my hair down the middle, and I bring the hair forward, and then it takes some hair clips. I use these alligator clips, and you want the toe part of the sock closer to the top of your head, and I just clip it. And where you start with your hair really just depends on where you like your curls to start. So I have shorter hair and also bangs, and so I do like my bangs to be curled, so I start with my bangs. But if you have longer hair, or if you prefer a curl to be lower, then just start wherever you would like the curl to start. As I mentioned, I've been experimenting with different types of curls and different methods and using different products. So one method, you could take all of your hair and curl it around all together. But today I'm going to do it in 3 sections. So first I'm going to take my bangs here, this section, and curl it once, and then I am applying some tension on the hair. Oh, and the second most important thing is not to move the sock. You want to keep the sock just the way it is, and don't twist it when you twist your hair. And then I take about half of what I have left, and I add it to my first piece here, and then again I'm applying tension to the hair as I curl it around, and I grab the last section here, and I'm curling it around, not moving the sock as I curl. And I just keep going until I get to to the bottom. You want the hair to be pretty close together when you twist it around, and I'm at the bottom now, so I'm pinching my hair, and then I'm pulling the sock, putting my other hand in the sock, and then I'm going to pinch it again and then roll it up like that. And there's one done. And repeat the process on the other side. So put my sock here, and I usually leave it a couple inches above the top of my head. Okay, so we're going to do one section here, which is my bangs, and then take a big section here, pretty much half of my hair. I kind of just smooth it out with my fingers as I wrap it around. And I love how quick and easy this is, and not to mention it's better for your hair than using heat. Especially good if you're traveling. I see so many girls do the heatless curls when they're on an airplane, like they have a long flight. I'm like, that's such a great idea. And that way they get off the plane, they have these big, beautiful, bouncy curls. It looks like they just got a salon blowout, but it sucks. Okay, let me pinch this. And then pinch it again and roll it up. And then I take the clips out. And then, as I mentioned, I'm a side sleeper. So if I find that this bothers me, I either move it. It's mostly with my ear that if it does bother me, it's just like not, and I guess it's like annoying. I don't know. It doesn't hurt or anything. It's just like, I know it's there when it's against my ears. I don't know. For whatever reason, when it's against my ears at night, it just like annoys me. So I either move it a little like that, or I actually flip it up like that, and it's still, the curls come out. And I also find sometimes, like, I sleep like a tornado sometimes, like I toss and turn, and sometimes I'll wake up and the socks are like unraveled from my hair, but I still find that the curls come out. And, or sometimes I might need to just like touch up my bangs, but otherwise it still curls my hair even though I'm like tossing and turning and the socks are all disheveled the next morning. And now we go to bed. Good morning. Let's see the moment of truth, see what it looks like. I have to say I was tossing and turning quite a bit last night and the socks are still there. So here it is. And then I usually just use my fingers to brush out the curls. And oh my gosh, I'm so impressed by the curls. And then I use a little hairspray. I use this L'Oreal Elnet hairspray to maintain the curls throughout the day. And then for my bangs, I just kind of pinch them together and spray. The hairspray. Whew. Just brush it out again with my fingers. Like, how impressive. This is from socks. Like, I'm impressed. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. This is definitely a different type of video than I normally do. I think this is the first hair tutorial or hair video on YouTube that I made. So if you want to see more, do let me know. And I hope I see you in my next video.